So same armies as before, with a different mission. This is the Death on the Wing mission from the Blood Angels book.
Kind of a kill team thing, isn't it?
It's killing. It's the same as before. We just want to kill things, but there's different rules for reserves and deployment and everything. It was done on war deployment. It's not dark. You didn't scout, and you infiltrated your... Did you want to infiltrate your scouts here?
No, they're fine.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yep. And then I already scouted my Dominions. I got in reserve the Avenger jet fighter and St. Celestine and the Seraphim again. You've got the Termes in reserve and then the Flyer, but the Flyer could come in on round 1, and that's at the start of their first turn. So when you start your turn, you roll, and the Flyer might just show up. And then I have Move Through Cover and Stubborn. Okay. This is not going well. Mark's list might suck or something. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So the sisters come driving forward. The Dominions just get out of that immolator and blow that Bell Predator pieces with a pen with a Melta. And then the Bell Predator in the back corner got shot with an Exorcist and blew up also. So his current score is 3-0. We're going to see, does your Flyer come in? Yes. So it comes on around 1 because that's a special rule. And it's an assault vehicle, but you still can't assault because you came in from reserves. But Flyer's here. And do you have other thing? Those guys roll. Those guys start rolling on round 2. They're not special. Okay. So do your thing.
Yeah.
Are these guys jump infantry?
Yes.
They actually have to start in reserve according to your rules.
They have to start in reserve?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So
you roll for them on round 1. And they do. So they come in from reserve, and they can deep strike anywhere. All right. So now it's on to Mark's deployment, where he brings in a Flyer and some jump infantry.
I didn't give it the other missile.
The other missiles are missing from it. All right. So
That's cool.
in the deep strike, the Death Company deep strikes in. Inferno pistols up front, just to cover what happens. They shoot with the Inferno pistols and miss. But a crack grenade comes rolling underneath the Exorcist and stuns it, and it snap fire and can't move. The gunship comes in, wastes 1 Dominion, and then missed repeatedly on this. Managed to hit it once with a Storm Strike missile, but I invul saved it. And then that was it for shooting, because these Pentaton engines survived the scouts. It's round 2, so I roll my reserves, and the score is still 3-0, but Mark has advantage that I have many small units, so if he can kill them, and if that thing doesn't blow up this turn, he probably will. We'll see what happens. Killed the Death Company squad. So in the movement phase, pretty much everything. I forgot to shoot with this Flyer. Oh well.
Shoot with Flyer?
Nah, it's okay. I forgot it. If you forget it, you forget it. It's bad playing. Almost everything shot at his Flyer. I ripped the las cannons off the top, glanced it once. Thanks to Exorcist Melta barrage, and then Mark reminded me that the Pentaton engine could charge the Death Company, which was his mistake to remind me of this, because it did, and I killed the Death Company with the Pentaton engine, and then shooting wise, I also killed 1 Death Company with a snap firing Exorcist missile. Everything else shot the Flyer. It's still alive, but not doing well. And it's on to Mark's turn 2, where the current score is 4-0. Blood Angels are not faring well, but they're not going to get tabled like the last game. They might, but it's less likely. Sisters victory. So, all right, Mark, do your Termes come in?
Okay.
You can re-roll 1 dice roll.
I'll do that.
Yeah, it seems like the time to do it.
He's on there.
He's on the board. Gads, he rolled a 1 again.
Okay.
Yeah, they did not want to mess with this game.
See the dice?
Yeah. All right, that's 1 less dice in the game. It's over there on the floor. It's been disposed of. It keeps rolling 1s. All right, Mark, do your thing. So in the Blood Angels, this Flyer backs up while the guys get out. The Dreadnought gets out multi-meltas and misses the immolator. But I forget how it lost a gun. Something took its gun off from somewhere.
I think the claw did it, didn't it?
Oh yeah, I got clawed in close combat. So the Dreadnought charged in and ripped the gun off it, but didn't take the rest of it out. Death Company destroys that immolator there, and then in the close combat, the Warlord got squished by the Pentaton engine, which was not a surprise. And the girls, the Dominion squad, was mauled by that Death Company squad there. Complete death. except for the one Death Company that got shot in the face with a Melta.
Yes.
And so I don't have anyone in reserves. It's round 3, so
I need to see if I can. Do I roll out of consolidate?
no, because you're fighting a vehicle.
Okay.
All right, so it's my turn. So reserve-wise, sorry, not reserve-wise. The Avenger just flies off the table. This Exorcist, the white one, managed to clip that flyer, which was in skimmer mode, glancing it and wrecking it. These Penitent Engines, which moved forward, tried to charge those guys, those Death Company, and they rolled a 4, so they failed their charge. And everything else just kind of moved forward. I think I killed 2 scouts, one with an Exorcist, the real old one, and one with a Storm Bolter. And then the Walker got melted in the face by a squad of girls with a Melta, and then it blew up and killed 2 of them. And I didn't manage to kill the Death Company. And so my score is currently 7-2. It's looking bad, but you know, come on, Termies, do they come in?
Oh, let's see.
Let's see. Yes.
How about that?
All right, Termies are in. Termies are in.
Yeah.
In the Arrival, the Terminators come in, but they're standard Termies, so they can't assault, as it turns out. They stormbolt continuously into the back of this Rhino and wreck it, and the command squad jumps out. And then this other squad of Termies shoots twice into the back of the Penitent Engines. They're pretty much untouched, and they're going to slaughter something this turn. The Scouts keep shooting the Penitent Engines, hoping to rend them. And the one time it happened, the Emperor just saved. Gave me my 6. The other squad of Death Company runs to the back corner to avoid being killed. But Mark scores 2 points because this Death Company slaughtered the sororitas in front of them, the girls, and the Rhino. So it's 4-7. My Avenger's coming back in, and that's the turn. Turn 5 now, right? 4. Turn 4. So in the shooting phase, this Avenger wasted the Death Company. It flew back in, wastes the Death Company. The Sororitas command squad kills most of the Termies, but leaving 2 of them. Exorcists failed me. They did the Exorcist failing thing where they shoot 1 missile and miss. The Canonist moves from this squad, gets into the Rhino with the Sororitas squad inside of it, and the Priest, because she just doesn't want to die. And then they killed 1 Terminator, I think with a Melta. And it's just sort of a sad round for the sisters. So I'm at 8 points to Mark's 4, and we're at the top or the bottom of round 4, where you got no more reserves, and it's time for you to do something. Oh, those Penitent Engines, I was trying to wipe out these scouts here by charging in and just mauling them to death, and I rolled a 3-inch charge. But they will be there next turn. Probably.
The only way they can go is up.
The only way they can go is up, and they're going to. All right, so on we go. All right, this round is a round of the game that almost turns things around. Mark is now at 7 points to my 8. It's a close game, suddenly. It might not remain that way, we'll see. These Terminators walked over and just ripped the Rhino to pieces and then killed a girl that was inside. These Terminators walked over, ripped a Rhino to pieces, and killed 2 Terminators when it blows up. These Terminators killed 2 of the command squad. The command squad starts running, and then the Terminators can't chase them down because they're Terminator armors. And then this Death Company kills the squad of sisters and the priest, and then run them down, and then fall back into terrain. And I forgot, you are ahead because you killed a priest there, which brings you up a point. And did you kill another squad with a priest? You did. Let me see.
No,
There's a priest here. 1, 2. You killed my other priest, so you are ahead by 1 point. Because priests, yeah, you're 9 to my 8 because priests are characters, and they're not part of the squad. So yeah, we're on to round 5. All right, before I run out of batteries, here's what happens. Penitent Engines come walking up. They get onto the next floor of the building, and then they're going to charge and they wipe out the scouts. Both of these squads use their acts of faith. This one fails and fails to do anything to the Termies. This one fails, or maybe it passed. It doesn't matter. It didn't manage to hurt the Termies. The Meltas all rolled 2s to hit. The Termies are standing here next to the command squad. The command squad rallies, shoots at them because they're snapfire, they do nothing, and the Exorcist just melts the Termies. Penitent Engine kills the lone Death Company. This Exorcist can't do anything, and that Immolator with no gun is just driving across the terrain, obviously to get first blood. The Avenger jet fighter missed with its las cannons, and the Avenger bolt gun doing nothing. Oh, and I forgot. Okay.
Oh, what? Shoot.
I'm gonna charge you.
Oh, okay.
I don't charge, but St. Celestine and her girls are gonna come in next turn and do their
They're stuck in
due.
the building.
Yeah, they deep struck in there, and I forgot they were there.
Me too.
Yeah.
I didn't even see him in there.
So, okay, it's the bottom of round 5. I have 10 points now after killing the Death Company to Mark's 9, because we forgot priests were characters. I think I narrated that last time. So it is on to your turn to do what you got to do. All right, so here's what happens. There's only 2 Terminator squads. This squad gets Mark a bunch of points. He kills the priest in the shooting phase and then kills the Psoriasis squad. So he's at 11 points to my 10. So their squad of Terminators charges in. Priest gets war hymns and picks smash, and then we beat down on Terminators and we didn't kill any of them, right? No. And then Canonist takes all the wounds. She's got Eternal Warrior from the mantle, and she rolled 5s on her saves anyways with the whatever that's called, Rosarius, and so she's okay. And so it is on to top of turn 6, and I'm gonna try to table him. So at the end of my turn, St. Celestine and the Seraphim jump out of the ruins. I forgot they were there. They roll their Act of Faith and just waste the Termi squad with their extra wounds. And they don't even get the charge. And then this Termi squad versus the Canonist, they win the combat punching the Canonist once, but she has the Eternal Warrior. The Penitent Engines crawled down, Immolator drives to get Linebreaker, and this Hospitaller squad is just hiding so that if this combat wins and somehow it continues, they can't get charged. But in Mark's turn, which is possibly the end of the game, probably will be, he's just locked in combat. So the score is currently tied 11-11. I don't know why he's swinging. I swing first. What are we saying here? All right, War Hymns go off because of the Warlord trait, which says War Hymns go off on her leadership, and I will take Smash again. And the Canonist will swing. I'm going to film this whole thing for the epic ending. She hits once and fails to wound. The Priest misses with everything, and the 3 girls hit once, wounding a Terminator who lives. All right, Termi swings back.
I swung already, so 1 hit.
1 hit and 1 wound, and the Canonist is a 3-wound girl, so I'll put the wound on her. She fails. Eternal Warrior says she's still alive. Does the game end? You rolled last time on a 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, it continues. Okay. On my turn, those Penitent Engines. On my turn, it was exactly like last time, except I did a smash wound this time and still failed. I failed the charge. Remember, I rolled a 5-inch charge. 5-inch. It was terrible.
Okay.
Yeah. Those Termies hit only twice. They don't. Oh, they only do 1 wound. I'll put it on a girl, and she dies. And the game now ends for sure. I will win by 1 point because I have Linebreaker.
Yes, good for you.
Other than that, if that's a point in this game, we actually have to check in this special Blood Angels thing, special mission. I'm videoing this search for the.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. It makes it more epic.
Yeah, epic.
Basic problem is the won't get her.
Linebreaker is the determining. No, it's the next one.
Sorry.
Linebreaker it is. Okay. So I did.
Put away this dead bunch of Marines.
This did much better. 7 rounds, tied on points other than Linebreaker than the previous game.